Ta-da! Okay. Last night the Lord pointed something out to me that I need to address. Something that God has pointed out to me about this, and that is that NBC, Meet the Press, is accusing the GOP and Donald Trump supporters of Islamophobia. This was the dream. I saw Chet Huntley. If any of you know who Chet Huntley is, remember, some of you are old enough to remember this. David Brinkley, Chet Huntley, at the end of the show years ago on NBC News. But anyway, they would say good night to each other. But alright. And last night I saw Chet Huntley talking to me. He was addressing Islamophobia, asking me about it. Okay, so, you know, and whether that was NBC or CBS, I tell you the truth, I can't remember which one it was for sure. But I'm thinking it was NBC. But anyway, I found this news broadcast on here that talks about the November 22nd, Sunday, on NBC's Meet the Press, host Chuck Todd attacked the Republican presidential candidates for playing on the politics of fear tactics. There's only like 7 or 8 things wrong with that, and that is this: those people that the liberal press is protecting, they have no idea who they are. You want to know why the ones that are living so peaceably are not rising up and protecting the American people against those who are terrorists? Because the foundation of who they believe, of what they believe, okays it for them to do the things that they do. They announced, Hillary said that there is thousands of Muslim, millions actually, a couple of million Muslims here in the United States, and said that they were living peaceably, and there is a lot of Muslims living peaceably. Of course they are. They just haven't gotten around to whatever it is they do. But it's not the fact that are some of them living peaceably. You know, there was some communists living peaceably at the same time while Hitler was attacking and killing Jews by the millions. You know, it's not whether or not are some of them living peaceably, and it does some of them look peaceably. That's not the question. The question is, what is the foundation of what they believe? The foundation of what they believe okays this for them to go out and attack people who is doing nothing except for disagreeing with their religion. Jesus in the Bible said, turn the other cheek. Apostle Paul wrote, if it is possible for you to live peaceable with all men. And the Muslims they're not that way. Their Bible says if you have an enemy that you can't overcome, that you can overcome and you don't, you'll be punished for it. There is millions of Christians only looking to preserve another way to peaceably step forward and try to make the American way the most popular way. But a lot of those folks, man, they don't do things in the fashion in the way that Christians are. You know, this is what I've noticed, that our laws do not recognize different violent religions like that. Our laws are not set up to protect people against a violent religion. I want to say that again. Our laws in this country are not set up to protect people against a violent religion. Our laws are set up to protect a religion that is peaceable. Has nothing to do with Islam. Our laws are set up under the Bible, under a Christian constitution. We're totally different. We're totally different. If we're so ignorant to let a violent religion come in and overtake us in the beliefs that we have and protect us under our religious laws, we deserve to be punished. Man, how stupid can you get? How stupid can we get? Because just like here, Islamophobia, hey, you know what? There's a lot of folks in this world that have Islamophobia for a cause. You go over there in those countries where Islam rules, if you're singing on a street corner, you go down the road, man, and you see people singing a Christian song, all of a sudden 5 or 6 trucks run up with guns and start shooting people, killing folks right there on the sidewalk. And our liberal news media, CBS and NBC, probably both of them are doing this, protecting those people that want to bring that kind of Sharia law into our land. And they're down on people like Donald Trump for wanting to do something about it. Islamophobia, yeah. You know, the thing that Bush got wrong when he was in office, he says, don't let them cause you to live different. Listen, you have to live different when an enemy comes in. You have to take notice when an enemy attacks. You have to take notice of someone who has enough power to come in and blow up the 2 biggest buildings in your whole country, the most expensive, biggest buildings in you. Listen, you got to take. The whole nation should have got Islamophobia from that point on. From that point on. And we need to have it just like we had communistic phobia, or however you say that, back during World War II. Listen, don't let the ignorant liberal media talk you out of protecting yourself and your family from these terrorist organizations who come in and want to take set up a rule against you in your own country, using our laws of our ignorant politicians, too stupid, our Supreme Court, who is too ignorant to recognize an enemy of such. Jiminy crickets. You know what? No wonder the Bible tells us that when we turn away from those godly things, we won't even recognize an enemy when he comes in. It says we will automatically be turned to destruction. Meaning that we won't even recognize an enemy when he comes in. What does God do in the Bible? God sends the infidel every time in the Bible. God sent the infidel to take care of those people, His people whom He loved. He sent them. He's doing the same thing again. And our liberal politicians, our conservative politicians, both of them are too stupid to recognize what's going on. And I see now why God wanted me to address this. Listen, the most important thing you need to know is that it's not those that are living peaceable. It is, what we need to recognize is it right what they believe for the foundation of their belief? Is it right for them to believe what they believe? Does their foundation to them say it's okay to be a terrorist? Go check that out. I have checked it out. I've looked at the Quran 3 or 4 times now, and it's easy. Google it. Go whatever you want to find out. Those things I have said, just Google them, and go online and find a reputable copy of the Quran, and you'll find it. You'll be shocked. You will be shocked. And let me tell you, if you don't have Islamophobia now, when you check that out, you will have it. You will have it. Okay, let's read some more of this. Because this is the press, this is what NBC News is bringing up against when we're trying to fight. Todd said the Paris attack was roundly criticized for being tone deaf and dispassionate. The Republican presidential candidate had been playing on the politics of fear in an extraordinary way. There is no other way to do it. There is no other way to... You know, Obama still can't say the word terrorist. Have you noticed that? A clip featuring Donald Trump saying database is okay and watch list is okay and surveillance is okay. If you don't mind, I want to survive. I want a surveillance of these people in our that are coming in. I want surveillance of certain mosques. Okay, if that's okay. I want surveillance. I want to know what he says. We've had it before, and we'll have it again. Listen, sometimes, man, you know, when you're overrun by people that want to kill you, you know, and of course, he was saying things that Trump has said, and down on him for that. And what I want to point out is, you know, Trump is the guy that we need, because he seems to be the only man up there that knows what's going on either side. On either side. I think maybe the GOP has died with those bunch of idiots in there that are riding the fence. Listen, you ride the fence, you're never going to get anything. Because you take what you're handed when you ride the fence. We need to take every politician that is elected on the side of the conservative side right now and vote them out. And take notice of who you're putting in. Put in somebody that wants to get those things done, that wants to help Trump get those things done that we need to keep our nation safe and make us great again. Alrighty, God bless you. Thank you for joining. We'll see you next time. Crossing the Middle Ministry.